Alright, this is commentary for my Lisa the First world record speedrun attempt. I say attempt, but the whole reason I'm speedrunning this is because I've beaten it before. I know how easily it can be beaten. And I saw online, that to best of my knowledge, no one's ever speedrun this game before. So I could get an easy record. It's been a long goal of mine to have a speedrun world record. I respect the art, even though, as you're going to tell here, I'm not that good at it. I make a lot of mistakes. This is only my third time playing the game. One time, a long time ago, my first time, I enjoyed it. And then one time before, it's just as a refresher, so I remember how to beat it. Even that, I still forget shit the third time. One mistake I'm not going to own up to is this resolution bullshit you're seeing on your screen right now. Lisa's made an RPG maker with, like, if you're familiar with, like, game makers, RPG maker, it's like the Paint. Like, you know, if something like Unity or Unreal is Photoshop, this is Paint. Maybe it's GIMP. Is GIMP worse than... No, I think Paint's worse than GIMP. So, it was a bitch to even get OBS to recognize that this is a file, that this is, like, something going on my screen, let alone try to format it right, so... The splits also, I just kind of made shit up, and you'll see I'll fuck them up too. The point is, though, I did it, and if you think you can do better, please don't. I want to keep this record, so don't even play this game. Play the second one. I like the humor of Lisa, the second one, called Lisa the Painful, more. I've never beaten it, though, because it's hard as fuck, honestly. And it's like, this game's very obtuse, you don't know where you're going. Like, say, mistake right there, went left. But at least when you hit a dead end, you're just facing a wall. That game, I just keep getting my ass beat. That's a good, like, watch it on YouTube and not actually play it kind of game. So this is the first layer. If you don't know about Lisa, basically it's girl molested trauma dream, the game. You're basically going through this world she made up in her head to cope with her father being sexually and physically abusive. So, you know, real fun time. I'm not gonna commentate over everything. I'm not that good at improv. Like, I'll say shit that, like, matters. But I don't want to pressure myself into constantly having to tell you what's going on. I mean, right now, I talked to one guy. He gave me a banana. I talked to another guy. All the same guy, of course, your dad. And he's like, give me rum. So now I got the rum. I'm gonna give him the rum. Avoid this guy. The game is very similar to Yume Nikki, if you're familiar. It's, I don't know. I found this one first, so I view Yume Nikki as like the knockoff, even though this is the knockoff. It's still fun. It's not a knockoff. It's its own game, even though it clearly borrows heavy from it. So we gave the rum, we get the key, we go down here to give the banana. If you've ever played like Pajama Sam or Freddy Fish, like, this is like dark that, but it's basically just like, go here, get this item to give it to this guy to get the next item. So now we're going down here, we're gonna get the razor blade in a box surrounded by, looks like cut flowers on the ground, some heavy symbolism imagery there. If there's a goal of the game, you can say to be to collect VHSs and kill Slick Ricks. You're gonna see Slick Rick up here. There's a few of him. You know, this is a game, theories abound. I followed the path there instead of going the fastest way. I learned my lesson. But you saw him there for a bit. Here's another one. Theories abound whether or not Slick Rick is like a friend of her dad's or it's her dad's penis. I think it's his penis. I mean, Rick, Dick, Slick. So basically, we took the razor blade, cut off the head of that dick, and then we see another one, and we gotta go find something to kill it. We gave this guy... Oh, wait, hold on. We gave the other guy the banana. And this guy gives us the banana peel? Or the tissue? Or we give him the banana? Listen, I just clicked the buttons. Alright. This area, welcome to Spider Hell. Now, I make a lot of mistakes in this run, but the reason I didn't want to run it over is because I had some godlike RNG in here. Like this right here, that guy will fuck you. And some reason he was just way off base of where he's supposed to be, and I could run right past him. So basically, if these guys touch you, like this guy will real quick, I bet. Or maybe down here. Yeah, there. They send you back there. And if that first guy hits you, touches you, sends you all the way back to the beginning. When I was first considering speedrunning this, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. It was an easy game. No real mechanical skill. It's just like, go here, go here. If you know the items, it should be easy. I forgot about Spider Hell. Like these... Oh, you should have seen my run. I did, but my practice run. I got fucked. I started like doubting whether or not I want to go through here after all. Or I wanted to run this after all. But then this time, I mean, this is just how you know it was meant to be. There's supposed to be like 4 dudes in this room, and there just wasn't. Maybe I got glitched up the first time. Here we get the pills. So you notice razor blade pills. We kill the Slick Ricks in ways that are, bring up imagery of self-harm too. Or suicide attempts all the way, actually. And then a sword. I mean, I guess, modern people don't kill themselves with swords, but like seppuku, that was a thing. You'll notice I delay hitting the mantra. That's a speedrunning trick we call hitting the inventory button when you meant to hit the split button. It's advanced tactics. So we're going through the mansion. The mansion, I guess it's like, I think it's how the dad sees his house. He doesn't see himself as a fat slob, even though you can see him right there. He clearly is. And here we enter inside of him. So usually this is one of the final areas, but I fucked up and I forgot you gotta get the VHS before you can beat the game. There's 2 endings, but there's a true ending and like a not true ending. I went for the not true ending because in my head it was faster, but I really don't think it is. This is where I go here, and I'm like, oh shit. I fucked up. I can't beat the game yet. This guy's here. This guy's supposed to be a candle. So now I'm like, alright, I'll go get the VHS, which involves going through another, not as bad, but still another Spider Hell. Man, when I was coming here thinking I was gonna beat it, I was like, holy fucks. Like, sub 8 minutes. This is gonna be the long-standing world record. No one could beat this. With that spider RNG. Come up here, Dad. You give this guy the napkin, and he gives you the finger, which I think that's an actual item, and I think you only use it in the true endings. I was just sticking around there. Nice. So these ones are less like. It's more pattern. Like you can see. Man, I would love to see this like speed run. I mean, I might practice this and actually kind of try to get better. If someone beats my record, which I'm not trying to encourage you, I'll probably go at it again because I want to have a record. It's been a long time a goal of mine, so I often check speedruns.com to see like what has no runs, and it's always like Hannah Montana the game on DS or like American Dragon Jake Long. And I'm like, oh, I'll do one of those. But those games, like, they're not hard. Oh, they can be hard, because a lot of times they're just so fucking horribly made. Like, shit like Hit Detection, it's just, not in their ballpark. But, like, they can be kind of long. Not like, not like a JRPG long, but, like I want to beat this in, like, 30 minutes or less, which is what I did here. Really, I want to speedrun like a jank ass game, like Alpha Protocol. I never played it, But you just watch like a minute of that gameplay and you're like, you could break the fuck out of that game, I bet. This part, man, I'm sweating bullets during this part because you can fuck up these rocks and so that you can't beat the puzzle and you have to go all the way out and do the whole spider cave again. Which I did do during my practice run. Lesson learned, always do a practice run. Get all your bad out then and there. I mean, really, me getting sent back, like, what have I, 2 to 3 times? That's pretty good. That's pretty minimal. Alright, 4, you know, we're still doing, we're not, you know, we're not dead. Can't die in this game. I've heard a little bit about this game, that if you're coming from Lisa the Painful, which is like, you know, somewhat traditional RPG, that when you pause the screen in this game, which you won't see me do, she has, like, stats, like an RPG, that, like, never come into play. There's no combat. It's all just puzzle solving and item getting. Alright, that's when I come up here and realize, once again, I fucked up. You gotta kill this one with a plastic bag. This is me having a little Jimmy Neutron brain blast here as I figure out what I need to get. I'm like, what fucking door? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Get the plastic bag? Yeah, okay. So, you know, another way to kill you. I don't think people really intentionally come to plastic bags that often. I think it's more of like a little kid astronaut thing. Alright, kill this Slick Rick. He gives you the VHS. And you know you're ready to beat the game when you go to your inventory. And it's all candles like that. Your inventory's a physical place in this game because this game's made RPG Maker by, I mean, I don't want to like talk down to the creator, but someone who doesn't have a programming background. That's fine. They have an artistic background. It's an artistic game. It's a fun game. It's not a game that's meant to be sped run. A lot of it's in like the little dialogue, talking to every character to see what kooky stuff they say. There's a lot of nothing for a bit here. Basically, here's the point where you choose the 2 endings. The true ending involves actually viewing all the VHSs. I think there are 3 VHSs. One for you, one for your dad, and one for your mom. And your mom's the final one. That's where you get the true ending. If you're wondering how this connects Lisa the Painful, by the way, if you've played it, this is Lisa, first of all, but Brad is Lisa's sister. As you might recognize the dad from the beginning. And so that duty, what's his name? Brad feels to protect Buddy, if her name's Buddy, I don't remember, is because he feels like he failed to protect Lisa from their dad. Here it is, the final boss, Gygus. Time is when the game says the end. It's a pretty radical idea. Damn, time. Look at that. 14:22. Amazing. World record. Thank you for watching. Don't try to beat it. Don't, please. Good night.